Very good morning, class. In SS, previous lecture, part 1, we discussed about economic development, chapter 15. Previously, we discussed about what is economic stage, what is economic development, what is per capita income, how our countries belongs to developing country, what kind of features are there that states that a particular country is a developing country, which kind of country is a developed country. Our country is a developing country, so which are the reasons? Which were the reasons? First, poverty, unemployment, lack of infrastructure, lack of facilities. These are the things. Now we will move on and we will discuss after the topics which are remaining. Okay, let's start. Here, first of all, we will discuss economic and non-economic activity. Second, structure of Indian economy. So let's start with economy and non-economic activity. What is economic activity? The activity from which you are earning something. This can be considered as an economic activity. Like teaching, like doing job in bank, doing anything that pay you wages, pay you money in form of wages and in form of salary or in form of package. So that is called economic activity. Like a bank, teacher, their own shop, running academy, doing business, selling vegetables, grocery, whatever. They are economic activity. From they sell, they earn. From they give. Two things. Yes, two. First, if you sell something, if you provide something, then one point. And if you provide a service, then it is called also. See, I am a teacher. I am not selling you anything. I am providing you a service. A better education is also a better service. So I am within the school is paying me. And suppose you goes there in the market and you buy a books or a chocolate, then they are providing you utensils and things that will help you. So they are also doing their job. I am doing our job. So paying something, sorry, selling something or providing service is in that terms that you can earn something. It is called economic activity. Now, economic activity means what? The activity you are doing in your daily life, but you are not getting any kind of money. For example, a mother takes care of his child. So, mother never asks money from his child, whether he becomes a billionaire, so what? If he becomes billionaire, also he never asks money. That is called non-economic economic activity. Suppose you or help your little brother and your toddler, so not toddler, little brother to complete his homework. So it is also non-activity. Helping your father in doing some kind of activity, job, work at home is also, and working with your mom to help her, it is also non-economic activity. Got it? This was not a very important topic, but you have to understand what is economic and non-economic. Now, structure of Indian economy. Structure of Indian economy. How? Now we will discuss our economy. That how India is earning money. How is the structure? Which are the forms that India earns money, and he how he in what terms, like providing service or selling products. So first of all, let's discuss. There are three main parts of this. There is the structure is divided into three parts. Let me write here and then I will explain. Okay, first let's discuss about primary sector. We have primary sector, secondary sector, and service sector. There are technically three sectors in structure of Indian economy. First, primary sector, second, secondary sector, and third, service sector. At this moment, I will explain first of all primary sector, then we will move on for the secondary and the service. Now, primary sector is what? It is first, prime is first sector, from that we are earning, and this is the most, this kind of activities is widely done in India. Probably most of the people, approximately 60% of Indian people are involved in primary sector. So agriculture is one of the primary sector. Activity belongs to primary sector, agriculture. As Indians are, they are good in farming. So 60% of Indians are involved in the primary sector. And in the previous lectures, we have discussed how we are not very grateful of God that in our farming only there are lots of problems. In regarding nature-wise also and regarding politics also. If we are not getting enough rain, enough water, enough sunlight, in a proper manner, sunlight we are getting enough, more than enough, but not in a proper way. When it requires, when not requires, then also we are getting. So because of that, we are facing lots of problem in nature also. And when it comes regarding the banking system and monetary system like loan, finance, credit cards, and many more. For the farmers, they also face lots of problems. Then also Indian government is doing very well. Indian government is helping farmers. But then also our primary sector is 60%, but we earn only approximately 20%. Means our country earns, our national income earns only 22% of the entire, from the 60% of primary sector. Agriculture is one of the example. Poultry farming, forest products, minings of raw materials are the different things. From these things also we earn, our national income has been generated. Got it? It is a primary sector. The sector from which primarily monetary funds are gained for the national income. Now we have secondary. Now we have secondary sector. Secondary sector means what? Industrialists, companies, factories, they are what secondary sector. They have ownership, they have a wide area, they have a better future, and they have a great capitals and production company. So these are considered as a secondary sector, and our country is these are the things that is considered as secondary sector, and our country is also performing very well in secondary sector. Got it? So in primary sector we discussed, now we secondary sector. Now third we have service sector. See, I have explained you earlier in the economic activity that I explained you that suppose you sell something or you provide service something. If you provide some service, if you sell something, and in spite of that you will get money, and against it you will get money and salary, wages, whatever. So this is that thing, service sector. This is service sector. In this sector means employees are hired to provide service for the company to the consumers. Okay, they are hired like bank, teacher, school, company also, in industries also. This is the sector that in industry also they may require engineer, site engineer, technician, worker, labor. So these are considered as a service sector. Like an engineer, he learns lots of things to provide a service to the company only. So engineer is considered as a service sector, and the ownership of that company is considered as a secondary sector. Are you getting? So service sector and secondary sector. This is the sector that we are going to discuss. And I am doing providing a service, means I am in service sector. Yes, in India, most of the amount is gained from this sector because it is easy to get a job in the service sector, because in primary sectors it requires capitalism, it requires land and many more things. And this secondary sector, it is very costly. You have a lots of powerful source of money and loan and finance, so you can build up a company and you can hire employees to pay them. So it is out of the league, we can say. But the bank, and they are trying so that the people can go in the secondary sector. The bank will provide you loan on the basis of your bank repaying capability. That if you are capable of repaying that much amount of loan, then we will provide it, so that you can start your own business. Starting your own business, your own startup means like it's BYOB, be your own boss. You can do whatever you want to do. You can go in which direction you want to go. No one will never create an obstacle for you. But in the service sector, you have to follow your company's rule. But in secondary sector, you can create your own company and your own rule. But it is it's a fixed time job from 9 to 9, from 7 to 12. They will pay you regularly in the monthly form salary. Here, 1 month you will earn more, 1 month you will not earn. You will not earn lots of profit. But your employees have to be paid on the regular basis. So secondary sector needs a powerful backup of money only. If you will have means millions and millions of amount in your bank account and you are running a business, suppose something goes wrong in your business and you face lots of loss, like constantly for a month, for a 6 months to 7 months, then also if you will never give up to pay the loan, so you can go much far better. Hence, secondary sector and primary sector. And you know what? Many more, like Vijay Mallya has faced lots of problem in this sector. He built up his own ownership at Airlines India and Kingfisher. Vijay Mallya was there, yes, Kingfisher, the owner of Kingfisher aeroplane, but he faced lots of problem. And service sector, we have this. It's important. One of the important questions that you should prepare. Very simple question that easily understand. Now we will move on. Yes. Now we have factors of production. We have factors of production. The three most important things that is considered in factors of production is land, capital, labor, and entrepreneurship. Not three, four. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Means, first of all, just try to understand what's production. Means to produce something, and which are the important factors that is required to fulfill the demands to have a good production. Simple. So if you want a good production, first of all you need lots of money. First important thing, because you have to spend on most things, and you have to pay the employees also, and you have to take care of loss and profit also. So the only thing that plays a backup role behind all the things is the monetary department. So you should have a powerful monetary bank balance. Also, first is yes. Now, okay, now let's start. First, you need land. First, you need land. Means land is a place. It's an important factor for production, because land is a place. It's not just for farming also. For building the entire empire, a branch, a plant, factory. Because from that the production will begin. From that the production will begin. We require a person who is in secondary sector want to build something and to involve himself in a production company. So it may have that thing that is called factor of production. Now, first we have discussed about land, that it is not just a place of farming; it is a place of construction in a building or something. From that, one can earn, because idle land is, yes, it can be considered as a property, but it is the idle land and a land on which something is constructed. Both of them will earn different kind of amount, like tax. For example, idle land have just amount of part only, but a building will earn lots of tax because of the creativity, that tax structure, and many more. And if the person are running something inside him, they are running an academy or they are running a company or whatever, then they will earn more and more. Means you can pay tax easily from a one of a portion of a profit that you are earning from that building. So land is the one of the important portion factor of production. Got it? Now we have capital. We have capital. I have told you capital means money. Means you need lots of money, and you need tools, house, property. These are the things considered as a assets investment. This can be considered land, assets, and monetary finance is necessary, but tools and many assets. What is asset? Asset is that kind of thing which helps you to grow money, which help you to earn money for you. That is called asset. So suppose in during bad days, a person can sell that asset and he can more and earn more and more money. So you should have an asset. Now we have third important factor is labor. Labor is one of the important, because suppose if you construct something, but you need a labor, a hand, not that mazdoor. We used to say in the technical, in a SS language, hand. We need a hand to grow up our business. That is called land or labor. Now, fourth and the last, what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship means what? Means what? The one who bring the land, bring the capital, bring the labor, and utilizing all these things in a one activity. That is called entrepreneur. He or she has a skill of all these, carrying out the activity and earning money from labor, from capital, from land by doing some extraordinary work. So this was the factors of production. And the important things of the factor of production is that you have to memorize all the four parts. Now we have distribution of the production. First, factor of production, now have distribution. Distribution means what? The production, suppose, let's take an example of a good day biscuit. We have a land, we have constructed a plant. Suppose I am the owner, let's not I am owner, but today at this moment I will consider me as a owner to explain you that I have to sell or produce good day biscuits. So I have created a branch, and a building. From that, I have land, I have capital, I have labor, and now I have to produce good day biscuits. So, because of production, I will earn money. And from the production, the way of production, I will earn money. So, now, how it is distributed? It should be distributed evenly. But the problem is that our population and demand and supply has no equally balance. Our population is too much and demand and supply is not equally distributed. So, first, we have unlimited wants. We have unlimited wants. We have a lots of. So we will think that it's good. We have, it's our positive point that if they have unlimited points, but the problem is we don't have enough supply for this, enough production for this, because the raw materials that we are getting from farm is not properly, categorized and it is transferred to the question. So it was just an example of the raw materials I told you. There are many more problems. But the problem is supply and demand. If they have lots of demand, but we don't have enough kind of supply, so we are not allowed, will not produce that much. Okay, so what it will create? It will create a scarcity in the market. It will create a scarcity. It will definitely it will rise the price. Suppose a good day biscuit is let me take an example of Oreo, not a good day biscuit. Oreo is costing little bit. It is available in 5 rupees or 10, I think in 10 rupees, but the quantity is not that much. It's like eating Oreo is like a rich family something. I'm taking that thing that way. So now let me take an example of Oreo. Oreo, if the demand becomes more and more, then the price will definitely rise because the supply is not that much. So because of this reason, to balance the supply and demand, the price has been raised already. That Oreo in 10 rupees will get this much quantity only. So people will buy this much only for 10 rupees. So the amount and the quantity has been stationed there. So the demand and supply will be balanced. This is the strategy. So that, but in some of the problems we have demand and supply problems. So this was the example to balance the demand and supply. But in many more cases we are not capable of supplying and demand. Similarly, now we have important order in terms of priority. Important orders in terms of priority means the thing what we need more and require more should be first priority, and our demand should be the second priority. The basic requirement should be fulfilled first. So, but that thing is also very difficult to survive because then also the sub-production is not very good. Okay. Third is a limited resource. Means our requirements has been increased day by day. As we grow older, the older our need and demands demands become essential needs. Bike, it was during the olden days, bike and cycle was a need. It was a need to travel. Today, bike is not a demand; it becomes essential requirements because of the traffic, because of the far distance of job, and many more things. Okay, people used to buy costly luxurious bikes, but normal bikes it becomes an essential requirement. So this also create a demand and supply. Okay, third we have limited resource. Because of the limited resource, we have a problem regarding demand and supply. Okay, the entire economics is run, it is based on the demand and supply. Are you getting the point? So demand and supply is the most important factor that affect the distribution. But we have limited resource. Okay, class? Now we have one of the most important topic. We will discuss that. We will discuss that topic in the next lecture only because it will take half hour. We don't have enough time. And here our lecture is over. I have discussed all the important topics. We will continue in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you very much.